Hey everybody, Cim Carver here. Excited to spend a few minutes with you here and answer some questions that have been coming in on Facebook for me. I check our Facebook page several times a day, and it's been a lot of fun to see them come in and to kind of engage with some of you on these. And I appreciate some of the good questions. Hopefully when we do this in the future, you'll keep hitting me with these questions, because that's what we're here for, is to answer those. So if you can get past the messy desk and whatever else we're getting in this shot here, we'll try to answer some of these for you. Let's just jump right into it. Jock and Myrick asks, why did your parents spell your name with a C instead of a K? Is Kim short for something else? Well, I'll try to make this as quick as possible. People have mispronounced my name for a long time. People call it Cim. Phonetically, that's the way it is. Supposed to be pronounced, I guess. But my parents called me Kim. They named me Kim. My dad, there's a tradition in my family where the firstborn son has the initial CWC. And my dad wanted to name me after his favorite cousin, who was Kim, with a K. And so in order to name me Kim after his cousin, but keep it with the family tradition of having the initial CWC for the firstborn son, they just chopped off the K and slapped on the C, and I've been Cim ever since. Okay, let's keep going here. Donna Briggs. Now this is a really good question, Donna, and I think a lot of people can empathize with this. It says, please give me some ideas for finding new IPCs when you're new to an area and not able to get out and about as much. Really what you want to do is you want to first make sure you're using the products so that you have your own experience with the products or with TNI, because then you have something to share with people. Then you have something that you can articulate with others. And then what you want to do is really just look around your everyday and say, what opportunities do I have to talk and to interact with other people? If you're not able to get out and about as much, how do you interact with people? Is it on the phone? Is it online maybe? And then look for opportunities to just be able to share those TNI experiences. That really is at the essence of what makes our industry tick and what makes it work, is this being able to share something in a trust-based way that's honest and sincere that you feel will benefit other people. And then just share your story and share your experience with people. And as people naturally ask you more questions about it, you'll have opportunities to share additional information about our products, about our business, and things that come like that. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it too difficult for yourself. You can discipline it. You can kind of organize yourself by maybe putting a list of people that you know that you'll interact with, and maybe, hey, here's some experience I think I could share with them. So it's kind of seeding your mind, or places where you think you'll be, and boy, how could I strike up a conversation about this? You can kind of help yourself that way, but really you want to make sure it's a natural sharing of something that the benefits that you're receiving with other people, and you'll find that really it naturally will lead itself to other things. So that's how I would start it, to answer your questions. Margaret Hockaday asked a very interesting question. She said, what do you feel is your biggest accomplishment, and how did it affect you and your family? Now this one, to be honest with you, was probably the easiest question I had to answer, because without a doubt it was marrying my wife, Katie. Typically girls of the caliber of my wife don't marry guys like me. It's kind of like there's like the high school baseball team, and then there's the New York Yankees. Well, my wife's the Yankees and I'm the high school baseball team, and I don't know how, but somehow I talked her into marrying me. And so if you doubt my ability as a salesman, all you have to do is look no farther than my relationship with my wife. And that has been the greatest impact on me and on my family, without a doubt. Our home, our children, our life, my life has been improved dramatically simply because of that one thing that I've done. So let's go to the next one. Jeff Mills asks a critical, important question, which is, what is the fastest thing I've ever driven, and what is my dream ride? Well, this is going to be a little bit revealing, Jeff. The fastest thing I've ever driven, I don't know, but the fastest thing I've ever been in that was being driven was John Wadsworth's Nissan GTR. That thing is ridiculously scary fast. Mirjam Rodrink says, what's the most important lesson you've learned in your life so far, and that you give to your children and people around you? You know, that's a good question. I'm a father of 4. I just try to keep up with my wife most of the time. She's the real genius and the brains in the operation of our family. But there is something that I try to share with my children. There's 3 things in the Carver's household that we talk a lot about that I found been successful for me and really important for me, and that I hope to pass on to my children. It's 3 really simple concepts. The first one is to do your best, to always do your very best. I think if you do your very best in most things, you'll be able to accomplish things that you never thought you could accomplish if you're always engaging and doing your very best. And the second one is to not quit. It's to always be doing your very best, and when the going gets tough and when it gets hard, just to not quit. If it's worth doing, to keep doing it. And the third one, I guess, is a little kind of an offshoot of that. Is I always tell my kids to make good choices, and that might seem really generic, but I think when you couple it with do your best, don't quit, and then to make good choices. Making good choices really encapsulates a lot of different things, and so that's what I try to share with my kids, are those three things. And I think that that's really been one of the things that I've tried to live my life by that's been successful. Judy Gao asks, I'd be interested to know, which is the most popular bioactive beverage with TNI? I personally think the Pure more than any other. It's such a great question. Right now, Judy, just so you know, most of our, still a fair amount, most popular, I guess, beverage is still the original. But it's followed very closely by our Extra and our Pure line, interestingly enough. And I think the reason behind that is people are really grasping this idea of when they're consuming our products, what they're consuming are milligrams of bioactives, of iridoids and these other bioactives. And so when you get the Extra and the Pure, you're really getting more bioactives for your money, if you will. You're getting more of what makes our bioactive beverages good for the dollar that you're spending, and so you're seeing people kind of gravitate towards those, and so that's kind of where we're at. But that's a good question. Anyway, everybody, I've really enjoyed reading through some of these questions. I've enjoyed the opportunity to be able to share these with you and answer some of these. Just want you to know, really, we have a great community on Facebook. It's really been something that's been growing. It's something, just so you know, like I mentioned earlier, I check it once or twice a day. It's one of the first things I do in the morning. I come in and I look through our page to kind of see what conversations are going on with our IPCs. It's a great way for you to interact with us. It's a great way for you to communicate with us directly. We do some fun things on there, some of the promotions, some of the fun questions. It really just will add a great experience. And so really, look at it, use it, recommend it, share it to your friends. Spread. It's a great way for people to kind of get a feel for who we are, and I want you to know it's important to us. We pay attention to it, and I look forward to engaging with you more. Hopefully, we'll do more of these Q&A sessions going forward. So I appreciate it. Thank you for all you do. We love you. We support you. We think of you all the time, and we wish you all the best. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much, guys.